guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I have a new collection to test out. I just got my hands on the e.l.f. Modern Metals, ooh, hopefully you guys can see that, collection. This was a new launch in which e.l.f. did in collaboration with a handful of beauty influencers, and these influencers helped pick out everything to go into this collection. This is a 4-piece set, and in it you can receive a 10-pan eyeshadow palette, a blush and highlighter palette, one liquid matte lipstick, and one lip gloss. Now, I just decided to go for it and just get the 4-piece bundle. The bundle itself is only $32. If you buy everything individually, it's $36. So you do save yourself $4 if you go with a kit. Just in case you want to get all the items, you save a little bit of cash if you do it that way. Now, I am going to be applying all of these items today, so we're just going to have some fun creating a new look. So where I want to get started is, I think, the eyeshadow palette, and then work my way around the face. Inside of the palette you do receive 10 shades like I mentioned earlier, 5 of which are matte, 5 are shimmer. This is a really pretty color scheme. I think I could do something really creative with this, but I do want to see how it swatches, so I'm just gonna do that really quickly. Now, there are no shade names, so I'm just gonna go from top to bottom. And I'll just do some live swatches. So here's the first one, the second, third, fourth. These look really rich in pigment, especially that orange. Wow, that kept going. 5th shade. 6. So we are now starting with the matte colors, and wow, the pigment in this palette looks really good. Now for the blue shade, True Test. That one's a little bit so-so of a swatch, but first one of the palette, so not too bad. And then we have the last 2 shades, which one is the kind of yellowy looking shade, and then the purple. Here is everything swatched out. They all felt very creamy to the touch, just dipping into them. Especially the shimmery shades, those felt very buttery. I like it when those shimmery shades just feel so smooth and glide. So I had an idea of what I wanted to do today. We'll just see where this takes us. I'm going to zoom you guys a little bit closer, and then let's begin applying it. So I'm thinking I'm going to get started with this first matte shade right there. And I'm going to start with just taking this on my Morphe Y16 brush, working this all into the crease as our transition shade. And holy smokes, that was some pigment. Wow. That shade did not look like it was gonna be that pigmented. Wow. That's all I can say. Today I'm just gonna be working one eye at a time, so I'm just gonna be focusing on this one to kind of just keep playing with it. And since I was not prepared for that kind of pigment, I'm gonna be taking this yellow shade. I just really wanted to see how that would apply too. This might end up being a very crazy look. And I think I'm just gonna start layering that on top of the shade in which we already put down, just because I want a little bit of yellowness in there. And I'm taking this on my Morphe Y15 brush, just really layering that in the crease. Gonna dip into it just one more time and build up that yellow just a little bit more out here in the outer V area. Which I almost forgot, I'm going to take the first shade we took and just run that all the way across on the lower lash line, and do the same thing with the yellow shade. Now, you guys know when testing out a new eyeshadow palette, I like to pack as many colors on the lid as possible. So I'm going to be taking this shade. It just kind of helps give a little bit of better idea, you know, performance-wise with the colors. And I'm just going to start packing that in this outer V area. I'm not really gonna take it in too far, just taking a little bit in the crease, keeping it a little bit controlled. Right about there. So far, loving it, but now I wanna test out this purple shade. And I'm taking this one on my Makeup Geek Soft Dome Brush. I'm just gonna start packing this in the outer V. Start deepening things up just a little bit. Taking a little bit of that purple shade. Oh no, that has fallout. I had no fallout with any of the other shades except for when I dipped into this purple. Dang, okay. Gonna power through. So I'm gonna take that same shade underneath on the lower lash line to right about here. All right, it wasn't too bad. I managed to sweep away that purple shade, but that looks actually really good. I might take a little smaller brush. This is the Makeup Geek Define Crease Brush, and just add a little bit more down here towards the lower, or not the lower, top lash line. Just right there, pressing in a little bit more color, and doing the same a little bit out here, bringing it in towards that transition shade, kind of just marrying the colors together. I don't want to have too fluffy of a brush when I do this because I don't want to bring that color everywhere. And then maybe taking a little bit more of that yellow shade and just kind of softening up these edges in case you lost a little bit of that yellow. I think this is very beautiful, but from looking at that purple shade in the pan, I don't know if it's just me, I was expecting it to be a little bit more vibrant. It was a lot darker of a purple than I expected. But now let's move on to some shimmery shades. Let's see, which do I want? I'm stuck between these three shades. I might just use them all. And I'm gonna take this shade right over here, which is the fourth one in. In case you are curious though, this is a dry brush. I haven't sprayed anything on it. And I'm just gonna pack it on so you get a little bit of an idea. That's actually not that bad on its own. Okay, okay. But now let's try. Ooh, yeah. I'm just gonna be applying this shade all over the lid. And then I'm just bringing it into about here. And then we're gonna do some cleanup on the edge here with a little bit more purple shade after we're done applying all of the metallic shades, because I'm not done yet. And now I'm gonna be taking this second metallic shade. I give that a little bit of a spritz. I just want to apply a little bit here, kind of working that color about halfway in. I'm going for that layered look here. Then for the last shimmery shade, I want to take this white one, which is the first shade in the palette, on just a pencil brush. This one's also Makeup Geek. I'm just popping this in the inner corner. And I'm just doing a quick little second layer. I'm applying this one dry, and it's actually still very bold. And I'm gonna take that same shade just a tiny bit and put it on the brow bone. All right, then we're going back, like I said, taking that same tiny brush. I was using the purple shade, the defined crease brush, and I'm just gonna go over these edges just really quickly. Merge it all together. All right, I think that's where I'm gonna have to call it right there for the eyeshadow look. I used 7 out of the 10 eyeshadows. I'd say that's not too bad. I was trying to think of a way in which I could incorporate this blue still in the look, but I was like, might look a little bit weird if I try to pop that in somewhere. So I'm just gonna leave it here. I think it's good right where it is. I'm gonna quickly go off camera, finish up the other eye, put on some mascara, which I'm putting on. I'm gonna put on my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This one I have been obsessed with since I have been testing it out. And I'm gonna put on my lashes by Violet Voss called I Do Not Care. And once that's all applied, I will be right back to try out more products. There we have it, mascara, lashes, other eye is done. And I'm actually really loving the way it turned out. I think that's pretty gosh darn good look. I was worried I might have added a little bit too many colors, but nah, might not have added enough. But I'm gonna keep it going. I think I'm gonna move on to the blush and highlighter palette. So this is a 6-pan palette. You get 3 highlighters and 3 blushes. I'm now gonna swatch them out. I'm gonna swatch the first 3 highlighters, which the highlighters are on top. They feel just as buttery as the shimmery shades that were inside the eyeshadow palette. Okay, so here was the first highlighter shade. Very pretty soft gold. The second one. Ooh. Just goes all the way down. That has more of a rose gold kind of sheen to it. And then the last highlighter. This one has a little bit of a more orangey or kind of peachy tone to it. Hopefully here you can see a little bit better the 3 highlighter shades. Then the first blush is right here. Wow, that is bright. That is a very orangey shade. The second one looks like a mauve-y kind of blush. Ooh, a little bit chunky there. And then the third one. And here are the swatches of the blushes. All right, so I think I'm gonna start with a blush. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go with this mauve tone one. Whew, that is powdery. I'm gonna make sure I really tap that off. So that could be dangerous. So I'm just gonna lightly put this on the cheeks. Just, you know, trying to give myself a little flush of color. Oh man, I really tapped off the brush to where I thought there was gonna be no pigment left on it, but that was actually kind of a lot of pigment. Wow, that is impressive. Just gonna keep blending here. You know what? That's actually a really pretty blush. I was torn at first because I was like, oh, it's a lot of pigment, but it is a very beautiful shade. I now want to take some highlighter. So I'm gonna be taking this shade right here. Looks like it might be the best to suit my skin tone. So I'm just gonna apply that to the cheekbones. Then I'm just gonna put a little bit on my nose, my cupid's bow. That is actually a very beautiful, kind of natural looking glow. Well, natural, but it's not as blinding. It's more of just kind of a soft sheen to the skin. Just gives off this very nice luminescence. I then have 2 more items. I then have the liquid matte lipstick. I don't think this particular shade has a name. I couldn't find one anywhere. It's definitely not the best swatch in the world, but here's what this shade looks like. The shade kind of reminds me of a crimson red or maybe like a brick red. That's the vibe that it gives me. So I'm just gonna start applying it to the lips. Wow, that is a beautiful shade. And since applying it just a few seconds ago, has completely dried down, so this is a formula that is gonna lock into place, stay put all day. We do have one more item, which this one I'm gonna go ahead and top on top of the matte lip. This is the lip gloss. And here's what that one looks like, and holy moly, that is packed full with gold micro glitters. This whole combo just screams fall and winter to me. So I want to take this gloss and just top it on top of this. Man, this lip combo, that is beautiful. I think it looked beautiful on its own, and with the gloss on top completely transformed it. I do think 100% you can wear this gloss on its own because it's just so packed full of gold that it will look beautiful just on its own, or you can top it on top of any kind of shade. I love to take a gloss and just kind of pop it on top of something else. But that was the last product I had to test out. Out of this entire collection, I think the standouts for me are the lip gloss, the matte liquid lip, and the eyeshadow palette. I mean, you guys just heard me rave about these two lip colors, so I won't go into too much detail except from the fact that they are beautiful, and whew, I could see myself rocking them all fall and all winter. Such a beautiful color on both of them. Very pigmented, very rich in color. I really like the applicators as well. And the eyeshadow palette was so pigmented, it honestly caught me off guard because it was that good. When I first applied that shade into the transition, I was like, did I use the right one? Like, what did I just use? It was that good. I had no issues with it. It was easy to work with, easy to blend out, highly pigmented. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good palette. And I think it's a really beautiful color story that they put inside of it as well. Then we have the blush and highlighter little palette. This is just based on my personal preference. I know myself when it comes to blushes. These are a little bit too bold for me. They're not really my preference in blushes. I do like things a little bit softer. So with just that in mind, I don't know how much I would see myself reaching for it. I do think it's still very beautiful. I think it can work for a lot of different skin tones, especially someone with a deeper skin tone. I think this could be a fabulous palette. But that was my review of the e.l.f. Modern Metals collection. I really hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell button. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.